Everybody get dessert? No comment. All right. Yeah, they're just loud.
Hey, Tutu. Yeah, just get it.
Dr. Hennessy says turn me up. Turn me on. Turn me up. All right. Now can you hear me? Oh, they say get closer. Yikes. Well, welcome back. The sun is setting, so just pretend you're on the wide open range. And we're going to be galloping along the stage here with Cowboy Envy. Thanks everybody for coming. There's plenty of cake left. You need to know that out at Main Street Market, the Parsons will be showing up the first week of August, so you'll need to check the website, parsons.info for that. We'll be back here on the 3rd of August with the Willie Painter Band, great blues band from Durham, and a favorite band around these parts, Mad Tea Party, will be opening, so you don't want to miss Jason and Amy with Mad Tea Party and their new CD. Smoking, cell phones, Porta-Johns round back, and welcome to the Rooster's wife. Let's get going, girls.
Woohoo! I'll set this up out.
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wanna drink my Java from an old tin can while the moon goes riding high. I wanna hear the sound of the whippoorwill. I wanna hear the coyotes cry. I wanna feel my saddle horse between my legs, riding him out on the range, just to kick him in the side, make him show his stepping pride back on those Texas plains. I wanna hear the thunder as she booms and rolls. I wanna feel the rain in my face. 1,000 miles from your city lights, drawing a cowhand's wage. I wanna sleep at night 'neath the stars above, with the cold moon shining down. I wanna cook my coffee over cactus skulls, 50 miles from town.
Somehow it seems I'm back in my dreams, way back where I belong.
Just an know-how hand from the Rio Grande, back where I belong. Oh, these city lights, these city ways are driving me insane. I wanna be alone, I wanna be back home, back on those Texas plains.
Well, a big howdy hi to all you in Cowboy Land. We got ourselves a little band this evening. I'd like to tell you who we are. Too Short is on bass guitar. All right, that's enough. Buffalo K. Hatfield on guitar, 6 strings. And me, je m'appelle Frenchie, or Frenchie in English.
We're Cowboy Envy.
And we want
What you have.
I wanna drink my job with the old tin can while the moon goes riding high. I wanna hear the sound of the whippoorwill. I wanna hear the coyotes cry. I wanna lay my saddle, lay my lord, riding him out on the range, just to kick him on the side, make him show his stepping pride, back on those Texas plains, back on those Texas plains.
Thank you.
Thank you, Saddle Pals.
All right. I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lonely Jimson weed. Back in the saddle again, riding the range once more, toting my old 44, where we sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Whoopee-tie-yi-go, rocking to and fro, back in the saddle again. Whoopee-tie-yi-hey, I go my way, back in the saddle again. toting my old 44, where we sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Whoopee-tie-yi-ho, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. Whoopee-tie-yi-hey, I go my way. Back in the saddle again. Back in the saddle again. Back in the saddle again.
Thank you, folks.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you so much. We are so happy to be here. What a great community y'all have. This is
Really?
awesome.
And the Parsons were wonderful.
Yeah,
They were fantastic.
Yeah, they were great.
They were, and they still are great. They're still here.
And yes,
Yeah.
perfect. And I would have liked to, though, have had the chef's job tasting all the cakes. That's my only complaint.
Now, where is the chef now, though? Is he all right?
Comatose. He's over here. He's talking. He's still standing. He's still talking after
That's
tasting
a lot
all
of sugar.
So, y'all, as you guessed it, we do Western music, mostly from the 20s and 30s, with a lot of our homegrown stuff thrown in there, too. And we'll do some that you know real well, like Back in the Saddle, which, of course, was done by Gene Autry. This is another one that was done by, actually, Gene Autry's band, the Cass County Boys. They were from...
I can't figure out what county
Cass
they're. I don't know.
County.
Cass County.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Had me a gal in Tulsa, and I thought she was my own. But she up and left me for a whitey from San Antone. She didn't even tell me that she was leaving me. Now I'm the lonesomest cowboy down in the cow country. I got the cowboy blues, I'm blue as I can be. That old lobo howling at the moon ain't got a thing on me. I got a long gone lonesome feeling that I just can't seem to lose. I'm a lonesome cowboy singing the cowboy blues. Do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, singing the cowboy blues. I'll sell my horse and saddle and catch me a cattle train. Leave my troubles behind me and they'll never come back again. And if you ever see her, just tell her this for me. She made me the lonesomest cowboy down in the cow country. I got the cowboy blues, I'm blue as I can be. That old lobo howling at the moon ain't got a thing on me. I got a long gone lonesome feeling that I just can't seem to lose. I'm a lonesome cowboy singing the cowboy blues. Do-do-do-do-do, 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 singing the cowboy blues. I had me a gal in Tulsa, and I thought she was my own. But she up and left me for a whitey from San Antone. She didn't even tell me that she was leaving me. Now I'm the lonesomest cowboy down in the cow country. I got the cowboy blues, I'm blue as I can be. That old lobo howling at the moon ain't got a thing on me. I got a long gone lonesome feeling that I just can't seem to lose. I'm a lonesome cowboy singing the cowboy blues. I'm a lonesome cowboy singing the cowboy blues.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cowboy Blues.
All right, look at that.
We're getting the caffeine and the fizz
That's right.
now.
Oh, my God, thank you. Oh, no, I already have one open, but I could try to drink both at the same time.
She'll drink them.
I like them. This time of day, I like caffeine.
Yeah?
Thank you.
That'll get you going.
You know, hot day.
We'd like to do a tune that was composed by our very own Frenchie here. This is a little travelogue song, would you say?
Yeah, I wrote this song before we started. There's a mosquito.
Yeah.
You know, some skin is just great food for mosquitoes. There's some, I don't know what it is. You think it's because I'm so sweet? I'm always the first person to get those little fellows. But that's good. Some mosquito had a good meal, and I'm glad to feed the hungry. Oh well. Wrote this song before we started traveling. We have done a lot of traveling, and I was trying to imagine what it would be like to hang out with these two, and sometimes it's pretty weird.
Thanks, Frenchie.
Yeah, for them.
Likewise.
It's weird for them.
Yeah, okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Riding out west, doing our best to keep each other entertained. Kay starts a song, I sing along, short, louder, steady bass. It's harmony, the cowgirl way. Frenchie short and Buffalo K. Our horses are thin, our backsides have been battered and bruised and they're cold. We've been on the trail since Short made her bail 7 or 8 weeks ago. It's harmony, the cowgirl way. Frenchie Short and Buffalo K. Well, it's true, Short robbed a train. She'll probably up and do it again. But she's charming and oh so polite when she says,
Your money or your life.
Yeah. Now we gotta go, it's starting to snow. The sheriff wants us in the can. But we won't give in, 'cause Short is our friend. We need her voice in the band. It's harmony, the cowgirl way. Frenchie Short and Buffalo K. That's you and me. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's harmony, the cowgirl way. Frenchie Short and Buffalo K. Well, it's true, Kay stole a horse. She rode to Reno for the divorce. But she's charming and oh so polite when she says, I can't be that man's wife. Oh, now we gotta go, it's starting to snow. The sheriff wants us in the can. We won't give in, 'cause Kay is our friend. We need her voice in a band. It's harmony, the cowgirl way. Frenchie Short and Buffalo K. It's harmony, the cowgirl way. Frenchie Short and Buffalo K.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. That's what we call semi-true or semi-fictional.
Semi-fictional.
Fictional history.
Sort of right. Here's a pretty one that you'll know, and if you'd like to sing along, we'd like to hear all those pretty voices singing it.
But if you know you have a lousy voice, please don't sing along. You're just gonna mess us up. You're gonna mess everybody else up. So hold back if you know who you are.
Frenchie.
Frenchie.
Sing along is sing along.
Means everybody. Means everybody.
Okay, everybody who can sing, come on. You know I'm kidding. I'm pretty much kidding.
Yeah. We mean sing. From this valley they say you'll be going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you'll be sunshine that has brightened our pathway a while. Come and sit by my side ere you leave me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy who loved you so true. I have waited a long time, my darling, for the sweet words you never would say. Now, alas, all my fond hopes have vanished, for you say you'll be going away. Come and sit by my side ere you leave me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy who loved you so true. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy who loved you so true.
Thank you.
Thank you. I saw some people singing.
I do too. And by the way, I'm tired of making a fashion statement.
You're tired of making a fashion
What are you
statement?
gonna take off?
We didn't know you were making a
Take off
fashion
the
statement.
hair. I'm going to take off the hair.
You're
It's
going to
too
take off the
much.
hair?
I'm all the hair.
Woo! Take off the hair.
Y'all don't look, okay? I've got hat hair, so just don't look. Oh, God.
Hat hair is an awful thing.
I do it.
If you wear hats, you know what we're talking about.
Especially hair like that. Hair that's got a mind of its own.
Oh, yeah. All right, okay.
She can go on now.
Hair that gets out of the shower and says, I'm going to town.
Hair that when
You
I wake
coming?
up, I say, I'm awake, but my hair doesn't know it yet. That's right.
Here's, this is the title cut off our second CD. This little band's been together for 15 years.
14 and a half years.
Well, I'd call
And
it
we just
15.
we just finished our third CD. Now, you don't call that, well, we
Thank
take
you.
things, we do it carefully. and, oh, do you need a picture? I'm so sorry.
Oh, word.
You can't take her anywhere, but we do.
They do.
We
they
take her
do.
everywhere.
I've noticed too that they really, I talk a lot, and whether I have something to say or not, and I notice more and more they're tuning out. Because I'll ask them, I'll say something, they'll say, huh?
After 14 and a half years, you tune out too, Frenchie. You tune.
I do tune out. I don't listen to myself at all. Do we have the new CD today? No.
No.
That would be too easy.
Yeah.
Instead, we'd like you to go to cowboyenvy.com, and as soon as we have it, well, you can get a copy too.
Or if you find yourself in the metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia, and we don't know why you would.
August 3rd?
At Eddie's
August 3rd, Eddie's Attic, 5:30. Otherwise, please visit our website, and you can get as many copies as you like.
That's
I
true,
mean,
yeah.
if you pay for them.
Yeah. Of the new one, we do have.
We do have
do
the
have.
other two,
Yes.
and they're mighty fine products.
Some say. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wagons ho, chasing the sun, through the sage and tumbleweed till the day is done. My pony is weary, this old canyon is wide, but they say there's milk and honey on the other side. Wagons ho, all my friends back east, gonna miss these prairie dogs and the Joshua trees. Well, I could not let this chance pass me by, gonna taste that milk and honey on the other side. Nighttime on the prairie is as lonesome as can be, just the stars up in the Milky Way staring down at me. Old coyote howling, oh, hey-ee-ah-oo, ah-oo. Wagons ho, wagons ho, chasing the sun, kicking up painted desert, watching the colors run. My pony is weary, this old desert is wide, but they say there's milk and honey on the other side. Well, I could not let this chance pass me by, gonna taste that milk and honey on the other side. Wagons ho, wagons ho, wagons ho.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a tune of ours called Wagons Ho.
That is a tune of ours.
Here's one, you know.
All day I've faced the barren waste without the taste of water, cool water. Old Dan and I, with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water, water, cool, clear water. The nights are cool and I'm a fool, each star's a pool of water, cool water. And with the dawn I'll wake and yawn and carry on to water, water, cool, clear water. Well, keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man. He spreads the burning sand with water. Oh, Dan, can't you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me with water, water, cool, clear water. The shadows sway, they seem to say, tonight we pray for water, a cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water, water, cool, clear water. Well, Dan's feet are sore, he's yearning for just one thing more than water, cool water. Well, like me, I guess, he yearns to rest where there's no quest for water, water, cool, clear water. cool, clear. Water, water, water.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks so much.
Speaking of which, let's all have some water. Why not? The pause that refreshes.
What do they say? You should force fluids. Whether like this, force
Fluids. Well, Frenchie wrote this next tune, and it's a cowboy tribute song to someone you might not expect.
Thank you for your lovely words. Always up for a compliment. No, I'm kidding. I am, but you know I'm kidding too. I wrote this song because my mom was visiting me. I'm actually from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Oh,
All right. Are you from Spartanburg? Thank you. All right. That's really nice. That's really nice.
That's unusual.
Well, you can sympathize, right? You can sympathize.
Yeah.
Well, and I'd like to say, too, that Spartanburg County grows more peaches than the whole state of Georgia. But that's another story for another day.
Ooh.
And they call Georgia the peach state. Hey. My mom came to visit me from Spartanburg to Atlanta, and we went to the museum downtown. And, well, we were on the elevator, and who should be on that elevator with us but Tony Bennett. And my mom said, I love my mom. But she said, Mr. Bennett, did you ever get your heart back? You know, from San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I'm sure this poor man has heard that question many times. So he said, no, ma'am, never got it back. And then my mom went on, and I thought, how long can an elevator ride last? I mean, it just seemed the longest ride, and it was probably only a couple floors. And my mom said, well, we have some relatives out in California, and they'd be glad to send it back to you. And I thought, Mom, this isn't funny. This is, So anyway, he was so nice to my mom, and I thought, well, this man deserves a tribute. This man deserves to have the first ever cowboy tribute to Tony Bennett. And so I felt compelled. And I hope you're compelled to listen, but maybe not.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I left a cowboy crying. I'm ruthless, some would say.
No, Ruth.
But I never meant no damage. I just had to ride away. Sometimes circumstance makes me look badder than I am. Don't step on that broken heart I left in old San Fran. I left his heart, she left his heart in San Francisco. 'Cause cattle called me back to Cheyenne. I left his heart, she left his heart in San Francisco. A cowgirl does, a cowgirl does what a cowgirl can, what a cowgirl can. I dig Tony Bennett, he's singing up a storm. But he never worked no stampede or grabbed big bulls by the horn. We would dance to Tony with his California tan. Don't step on that broken heart I left at old San Fran. I left his heart, she left his heart in San Francisco. 'Cause cattle called me back to Cheyenne. I left his heart, she left his heart in San Francisco. A cowgirl does, a cowgirl does what a cowgirl can, what a cowgirl can. Cable cars are pretty, we rode them every night. But I need whips and lassos and a blue Wyoming sky. Love can be elusive, on love you can't depend. But cattle are forever and a singing cowgirl's friend. I didn't mean to hurt him, just to make him understand. Don't step on that broken heart
heart, I left in old San Fran. I left his heart,
She left his heart
in San Francisco.
'cause cattle called me back to Cheyenne.
I left his heart,
She left his heart
in San Francisco. A cowgirl does
A cowgirl does
what a cowgirl can.
what a cowgirl
A
can.
cowgirl does
A cowgirl
what a
does
cowgirl can.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yes. This next tune is a song that was done by that greatest of all cowboy singing groups, Sons of the Pioneers. But this is probably not one you'll recognize right off. This is one of those B-side songs. We look for those. This is one, we found it, honestly, they sang it, but it was done and used as a theme for a movie. It was put out in 1955 called 40 Guns. We think they sang it then and never again.
You'll see why. You'll see why no one else has ever sung this song again until we started singing it.
But 40 Guns does star Miss Barbara Stanwyck.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Always Miss Barbara Stanwyck.
Barbara
Come on,
Stanwyck.
come on, come on. Speaking from one who might do this a little bit, don't you think she kind of overacted?
Miss Barbara
No.
I mean, was she a
Stanwyck.
little over the top, a little too much?
No,
I mean,
no.
No,
Barbara.
this is over the top. Here we go.
She's a high-riding woman with a whip. She's a woman that all men desire.
But there's no man can tame her. That's why they named her the high-riding woman with a whip. She commands and men obey. They're just putty in her hands, so they say.
When she rides and the wind is in her hair, she has eyes full of life, full of fire.
But if someone could break her and take her whip away, someone big, someone strong, someone tall, you may find that the woman with the whip
Is only a woman after all. Woo!
But if someone could break her and take her whip away, someone big, someone strong, someone tall, you may find that the woman with the whip
Is only a woman after all.
she commands and men obey. They're just putty in her hands, so they say.
When she rides and the wind is in her hair, she has eyes full of life, full of fire.
But if someone could break her and take her whip away, someone big, someone strong, someone tall, you may find that the woman with the whip
Is only a woman after all.
only a woman after all. a woman after all.
Don't encourage her. See, now y'all know about people from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Boy.
I wish you'd learn to do that left-handed.
Oh, no.
You know what I'd like to do next time is 2 whips.
No.
One in either hand. Because I'm an equal opportunity whipper. Or never mind. I don't know.
Man, we won't touch that.
Oh, don't go there.
That's a family show,
I don't know what
Frenchie.
that
It's a
meant.
family
I don't.
show.
Don't even go there.
Didn't mean anything. Woos.
Here's a pretty song you gotta do if you do cowboy music.
Well, we would do it even if we didn't have to do
That's
it.
right.
I'm a roving cowboy, riding all day long. Tumbleweeds around me, hear my lonely song. Nights underneath the prairie moon, I ride along and sing a tune. See them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely but free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. Cares of the past are behind, nowhere to go but I'll find just where the trail will wind, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. I know when night has gone that a new world is born at dawn. I'll keep rolling along. Deep in my heart is a song. Here on the range I belong, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. I know when night has gone that a new world is born at dawn. I'll keep rolling along. Deep in my heart is a song. Here on the range I belong, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
I got 2 Cokes going at the same time. Diet and regular. I figured, hey, I'm splitting the difference.
It's a two-fisted drinker for you.
Two-fisted drinker. Here's a song by Miss Patsy Montana, one of our favorite singing cowgirls. Patsy Montana was the first woman to ever sell 1 million records.
She sold them in the back of her car in her trunk. And weather like this, she lost a bunch of them.
She did not.
She didn't sell them.
I think she sold 1 million because a lot of them stuck together, and some families would.
She did not. She sold them honestly.
Does anyone have a moist towelette?
She's kidding.
Glistening, we're glistening. We're not sweating, we're glistening. 1, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard the songs of opera stars. I've heard a lot of jazz. I've heard the rumba and the rhythm called swing that the modern orchestra has. I've heard the barn dance fiddler and heard the square dance call. But the coyotes wail on the silent trails, the sweetest song of all. Yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee-dee-dee. Yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee. You can have your gypsy serenade with violins soft and low. The home folks singing about the old plantation with their hey-dee-hey, their hidey-ho. Give me the rhythm of the western range that starts when night shadows fall. It's the coyote's wail on the silent trail, the sweetest song of all. Yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee-dee-dee. Yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee. Well, I've heard the songs of opera stars. I've heard a lot of jazz. I've heard the rumba and the rhythm called swing that the modern orchestra has. I've heard the barn dance fiddler and heard the square dance call. But the coyotes wail on the silent trails, the sweetest song of all. Yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee-dee-dee. Yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee. Yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee-dee-dee. Yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee. Yodel-ay-dee, yippee-ki-yodee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee, yodel-ay-dee.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks so much. My goodness.
All right, we're going to close out this show with the title cut off our first CD. It's called Real Cowboy Girl. We sure appreciate y'all listening, and we'll be back after about a 10-minute break. We'll be over here with our CDs if anyone's interested. And thank you so much for having us. Thanks to Janet, the Rooster's wife, for inviting us to come and play for y'all. You're a great audience and a great community.
Yes, wonderful.
Thank you. Thanks to the Parsons School. We'll be right back.
And it's actually cooling off a little bit now.
Yeah. Especially with a moist towelette.
Can't believe that.
Did you want to share? I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's quite all right. Are you ready, madam? Are you ready for your close-up, Mr.
I think so. Thank you so much.
Here we go.
I love all the roar and the rattle, the lure and the billow of cattle, and I love to see the cowboys at the rodeo. The quirt, I can hear it stinging, and I can see lariat swinging, and my heart is always happy at the rodeo. I wanna be a real cowboy girl and wear all the buckles and straps, and know how it feels to wear spurs on my heels, then strut about in my chaps.
I wanna tote a 6-shooter too. Wear a belt that is 4 inches wide. Then ride like the deuce on a buckskin cayuse with the cowboy I love by my side. Oh, dee-oh, lady-oh, dee-oh, lady-oh, 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 dee-oh, lady-oh, dee-oh, lady-oh, 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 lady. I dream of a song and it lingers in my heart. I can hear all the singers as they sing of love and friendship at the rodeo. I love to ride in the open on a great big cayuse just eloping. I'd be happy with my cowboy at the rodeo. I wanna be a real cowboy girl and wear all the buckles and straps and know how it feels to wear spurs on my heels, then strut about in my chaps. I wanna wear a 10-gallon hat and a belt that is 4 inches wide. Then bulldog a steer at a fair every year and jump on my pony and ride. Then bulldog a steer at a fair every year and jump on my pony and ride.
Hey, Joe, we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Now it's getting good. The cicadas are singing with us. Now it's getting good. There's a little harmony going on from the critters. A little rhythm. Cowboy Jubilee? Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on and throw away your troubles, cast them to the moon, and sell all your worries for free. For there's a great day coming, can't you hear them all humming? It's a cowboy jubilee. If you got lots of leisure time and nothing else to do, and wanna be happy as we, just grab your hat and get your boots on. Pretty soon you'll be long gone to that cowboy jubilee. Just to that cowboy band a-playin'. See those couples out there swaying. You know your blues won't mean a thing when you get in the swing. Say a cowboy's life is for me. Soon all your cares you'll be shedding, and like me you'll be heading to that cowboy jubilee. Ha-dee-o-lay, piddy-o-dee, lay, piddy, lay, piddy-o, ha-dee-o-lay, piddy, elo-hee, elo-hey, elo-lady, ha-dee-o-lady, o-lady, hey-dee-o-dee.
Just to that cowboy band a-playin'.
Come on and throw away your troubles, cast them to the moon, and sell all your worries for free. For there's a great day coming, can't you hear them all humming? It's a cowboy jubilee. If you got lots of leisure time and nothing else to do, and wanna be happy as we, just grab your hat and get your boots on. Pretty soon you'll be long gone to that cowboy jubilee. Just hear that cowboy band a-playin'. See those couples out there swaying. You know your blues won't mean a thing when you get in the swing. Say a cowboy's life is for me. Soon all your cares you'll be shedding, and like me you'll be heading to that cowboy jubilee. Cowboy Jubilee.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back. Oh, welcome us back. Thank you.
Here's one called Roundup Time Is Over. We got a few Roundup related tunes here, songs about cows and rounding up.
There's a lot of cow talk in
A lot of
cowboy
cow
bands.
talk on in this music.
Tangled up in my wars here.
I don't even like cows, personally.
Tangled up in your rope.
Yep. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Everything's looking bright, and my heart's feeling right, and the world is mine, for Roundup time is over. Every cowboy today, Frenchy Short and Buffalo K, they're feeling fine, for Roundup time is over. See that little doggy hurry to the fold, guess he knows just how I feel. Spirits high, clear blue sky, so why should he be told that way out here a cowboy's life is real? Let the sun fill the sky, let the wild coyotes cry, everything's in rhyme, for Roundup time is over. Hear the cowboys singing, they're feeling mighty fine. Roundup time is over and their cares are left behind. So saddle up and into town, there'll be a jubilee. I wonder if that green-eyed gal is waiting there for me. Everything's looking bright and my heart's feeling right, and the world is mine, for Roundup time is over. Every cowboy today, Frenchy Short and Buffalo K, they're feeling fine, for Roundup time is over.
Slick fingers.
Let the sun fill the sky, let the wild coyotes cry, everything's in rhyme, for Roundup time is over.
All the doggies counted, we never lost a stray. That'll make the boys a happy, happy man today. See the doggies willing with their brand new branded hides. They were born a year ago, and that's why cowboys ride.
Everything's looking bright, and my heart's feeling right, and the world is mine, for Roundup time is over. Every cowboy today, Frenchy Short and Buffalo K, they're feeling fine, for Roundup time is over. See that little doggy hurry to the fold, guess he knows just how I feel. Spirits high, clear blue sky, so why should he be told that way out here a cowboy's life is real? Let the sun fill the sky, let the wild coyotes cry, everything's in rhyme, for Roundup time is over. Everything's in rhyme, for Roundup time is over.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was cowboy jazz.
Fingers just slid off the strings.
Actually, to play with this, let's do Bloom is on the Sage.
Okay.
If John's around, maybe we could put up another microphone. Maybe.
This is Ashley.
Ashley's going. Yep.
You are fantastic. I never saw anybody play so. You play so great, and you look so calm. I would be a nervous wreck. Well, for one thing, because I don't know how to play. But
True. Frenchie, if you tried to play fiddle, you would be a nervous wreck.
I'm already a nervous wreck.
There's a little song from Texas in the key of C called "The Bloom is on the Sage."
For some folks there's a place that lives forever, way down within their fondest memories. Though I have been a rover, I will never see any place that I would rather be. When it's Roundup time in Texas and the bloom is on the sage, how I long to be in Texas, just riding on the range. just to smell the bacon frying, see it sizzling in the pan. Hear the breakfast horn in the early morn, drink my coffee from a can. Just riding, rocking, roping, pounding leather all day long. Just swaying, sweating, swearing, listen to a cowhand song. How it beckons, and I reckon I'd work for any wage to be free again, just to be again where the bloom is on the sage. Oh, the lady, 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 when it's roundup time in Texas and the bloom is on the sage, how I long to be in Texas, just riding on the range, where the purple hills are calling, calling to me from afar, to come back again to the Rio Grande and the lonely Texas star. How I'm longing to be living where the prairie flowers grow. I'd be willing to start walking to the land that I love so. How it beckons, and I reckon I'd work for any wage to be free again, just to be again where the bloom is on the sage. To be free again, just to be again where the bloom is on the sage. Oh, the lady, oh, oh, the lady, 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 oh, the lady,
Yeah. This is the first time we will have performed this song live. We recorded it, and so if you believe in prayer, no, I'm kidding. Wish us luck.
yeah, really.
It's an A, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we got the key right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
As I was out walking one morning for pleasure, I spied a cowpuncher riding along. His hat was throwed back and his spurs were jingling, and as he approached he was singing this song. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home.
Early in springtime we round up the doggies, mark 'em and brand 'em and bob off their tails. Round up the horses, load up the chuck wagon, throw them little doggies out on the long trail.
Yippee-tie-I-O, get along little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. Some boys go up the long trail for pleasure, but that's where they've got it most awfully wrong. You'll never know the trouble they give us as we go driving them dogies along. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. Whoopie-tie-I-O. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along, little doggies. It's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along, little doggies. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. You know that Wyoming will be your new home.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashley.
Let's see. Yes, sure. Those riders in the sky.
It would be so hard just to jump in and play with us. You're doing great. I tell you what.
This is a song that Mr. Vaughn Monroe made famous, and it's cowboy law that you do this song.
It's a law we don't dare break. But even if it weren't a law, like I say, we would do it because it's a great song.
Yeah.
We're not afraid.
Lots of folks did it.
A lot of people are afraid to do
Peggy
it.
Lee.
Yeah, Peggy Lee did this.
Peggy Lee wasn't afraid.
How scary is that?
Is that all there is? Is that all there is? That song depressed me so much. Not that I'm old enough to remember it.
Yeah.
Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, ghost riders in the sky. An old cowpoke went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, a-plowing through the ragged skies and up a cloudy draw. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, ghost herd in the sky. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, ghost riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. They're riding hard to catch that herd, but they ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear their cry. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, ghost riders in the sky. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, ghost riders in the sky. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, ghost riders in the sky.
Thank you. Ashley.
Ashley, you have a last name? Davis. Ashley Davis. You're going to be hearing a lot from this young lady.
This is a song of ours called Prairie Rose. It's written about Prairie Rose Henderson, who was one of the most famous cowgirls, and she competed in the first ever championship in Pendleton, Oregon in 1911. And she won a lot, along with a lot of the other cowgirls. Soon thereafter, at the rodeos, they started separating out the girls from the boys, and we're kind of thinking that happened because a lot of girls were doing a lot of winning. And so there.
Yeah, she was one of them. There were a lot of them.
She was one of them.
Yeah.
The girls and the Indians, too, were doing a lot of winning.
Here we go. It was 1911 and everyone went to the championship rodeo in Old Pendleton. Prairie Rose Henderson also was there, light in the saddle, curling her hair. In the first cowgirl relay race she beat 'em all. Her saddle bronc riding had nary a fall. She could bulldog a steer, biting him down. A finer cowhand was not to be found. She could rope 'em and ride 'em, give the lasso a twirl. She was the first of the real cowboy girls. In all of the Roundup, the story still goes. The queen of the rodeo was a young Prairie Rose. I remember Fox Hastings and Kitty Canutt, Ruth Roach, Laura Trickey, and Sarah Meyer Hoff. No one could deny that they had the thirst for winning the prize, for taking home first. Don't think that they spent their time living by luck. They were ready to ride when they heard "Let her buck." A cowgirl competing is having her say, living her life the real cowboy way. They could rope 'em and ride 'em, give the lasso a twirl. All of the first of the real cowboy girls, but in all of the Roundup, the story still goes. The queen of the rodeo was a young Prairie Rose. She could rope 'em and ride 'em, give the lasso a twirl. She was the first of the real cowboy girls. In all of the Roundup, the story still goes. The queen of the rodeo was a young Prairie Rose.
Hey, thanks, y'all.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Getting back on those Roundup-related tunes, Frenchie decided that someone needed to write a song from the cow's point of view, which is a little scary. Well, actually, it's a lot scary. And so this would be her, well, this is a production number, well, really a tremendous production number. She's
is.
over there.
It's very dramatic.
It's very dramatic.
She has to get prepared mentally for it.
It's just about as sad as High Riding Woman with a Whip, but not quite. It's right up there. It's right up there. But it had to be done, and Frenchie had to do it.
Yeah.
All right, well, the space thing is it's all yours, Frenchie.
Uh-oh.
What's that? What did I do now? Oh, no. I am so sorry.
This is a
I am so sorry. I've spilled two things up here. It's water and Coke. I am so sorry. Sorry.
All right.
Are you ready?
Are you ready there, kid?
Sorry, it is a production number.
All right, all right. All right, she's ready? She's ready. All right, here we go.
Born to be branded, born to be pushed and shoved and kicked, to be herded round with a brandishing whip. Never a kind word, the best is a yippee-ki-yippee-yay. Born to be branded,
For a cow has no say.
what's the meaning of life to our four-legged friend? How does she rouse herself in the morning when she knows how her day will end at the end of a fiery stick, tattooed Circle K? Born to be branded,
For a cow has no say.
moo, moo,
Nunca palabra cariñosa.
Never a kind word.
Yippee-ki, yippee-yay.
Just a yippee-ki-yippee-yay.
Masita macalo.
Born to be branded.
Porque ni vaca no tiene dicho.
For a cow has no say.
What's the meaning of life to our four-legged friend? How does she rouse herself in the morning when she knows how her day will end at the end of a fiery stick, tattooed Circle K? Born to be branded,
For a cow has no say.
born to be branded, for a cow has no
Frenchie.
Muchas gracias y huevos rancheros. Woo! Alrighty then.
We try going back to Texas?
Going back to no.
No. Okay. That's
No. Not there.
Alrighty. Let's see. Let's do a little.
If I can get this out of the.
Out of the soup. We're gonna get the set list out of the Coke
I've
now.
managed to spill
Out of the
Coke
Coca-Cola.
and water, and the Coke and water have met.
And
I'm
the
so
porch
sorry.
is not pretty.
Is this y'all's equipment? I am so sorry. You gonna sue me? Oh boy. I hope it didn't.
No, it's not on the equipment. It's just on the porch. It's not on the amp. Let's do a little Cowboy
Alright.
Envy.
All right.
Oh, yes.
This song tells exactly how we got together. The true story.
A true story in the mind of you know who. 1, 2, 3.
Once we had normal lives like you,
Short was a shrink and Kay made shoes. I cooked fries on Moulin Rouge.
till that fateful day.
Well, I was hearing some babbling fool blaming his mom for his bad hairdo. Got to wondering why Sigmund Freud ever got jealous of Dale and Roy, just like me.
Cowboy Envy, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-ki-yi-yo. Cowboy Envy, yo-lee-lady-hoo. I was mending broken souls, staying up late, doctor shows. Short brought in her cowboy boots, yippee-yi-ki, couldn't turn them loose. I got my own cowboy envy, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-ki-yi-yo. Cowboy envy, yo-lee-lady-hoo. so jealous, our eyes are green. Home on the ranges where we want to be. We want saddles and we want cows. We want spurs and we want them now. Well, I was tired of cooking fries, customers and being nice. In watch these two singing sweet. Au revoir to smoke and grease. Merci beaucoup. Cowboy Envy. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-ki-yi-yo. Cowboy Envy. Yodelee-lady, ooh. Cowboy Envy. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-ki-yi-yo. Cowboy Envy. Yodelee-lady, ooh. Yodelee-lady, ooh. Yodelee-lady, ooh.
Thank you.
Thank you, and if you need a little help, a little therapy this afternoon, please don't hesitate to ask Too Short. Any personal problems, she'd be glad to clear up.
This is another one of ours called Arizona Sky.
On our new CD.
It's an A.
Okay, good.
One, oh, you can't, let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Arizona sky, neath the April moon. How I long to ride through the Arcadia bloom. Sun horizon slow, Wickenburg way. We'll be loping home among the Murphy grays. There's a song that only the Sonoran sings, drifting through the Palo Verde. Arizona sky, bluer than the sea. Desert running wild across the flying E. From the raven's nest to the diamondback, the prickly pear and the black-tailed jack, there's a song that only the Sonoran sings, drifting through the Palo Verde. Arizona sky, bluer than the sea. How I long to ride through the Arcadia bloom. Arizona sky, bluer than the sea. Desert running wild across the flying E. Across the flying E. Across the flying E.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Jazz. Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, a couple more for you folks. We really appreciate you coming out tonight. We'll be down in Atlanta doing the release party on August 3rd. If you can come, please visit cowboyenvy.com. And please, a round of applause for John, who sets up all the sound and did such a great job tonight.
Great job. Thank you.
Works hard, gets it going good. So nice. Let's see, and when we do Happy Trails,
Yeah,
actually, we do
sure. Great, great.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dawn lights the prairie morning where three cowboys slumber in a swale, and they yawn as they greet the day of morning. Three on the trail, another day, another page of life is open as they saddle up beneath the endless sky. far away in a land where they'll be loping free until they die. As the sun climbs high, you can hear the cowboys cry, Ely-O, Ely-A. As they ride along, in their hearts there is a song, Ely-O, Ely-A, Ely-A. Night falls across the valley as they camp beneath the mountains high, and they sing their harmony resounding, filling up the western sky.
We sure have mightily enjoyed playing for y'all this evening. Remember, oh, thank you. Remember, buy as many CDs as you can or as you need, because you never know when somebody's going to come over and you need a gift for them.
As they gather by the thickening fire, they're joined by lonesome Lobo's wail, and they vow to always stick together, three on the trail. Now it's time to rest as the sun sinks in the west. Ely-O, Ely-A. As their ponies graze at the end of weary days. Ely-O, Ely-A, Ely-A. Ay-o, woo, oh, lo, dee, oh, lo, woo, ilo, woo, ila-hee-hee. Ay-o, woo, oh, lo, dee, oh, lo, woo. Three on the trail.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Y'all sing this last one with us.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
So long.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much for coming. We'll be back on August 3rd with Willie Painter and some terrific blues from Durham. And thanks all these fine ladies from Atlanta. Cowboy Envy, there's a few more CDs, and you can sign up on the email list over here and find out where they're playing and when they'll be back to Aberdeen. See you soon. Happy trails.